This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is February 24th, 2020, and we are performing a video sewer inspection, and we are at 5769 Aldea Avenue, Encino, California, 91316. And we have a mainline sewer clean out at the front of the house. It's a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer clean out. Camera set up here real quick. I'll pause for one moment. Okay, we're going to zero out our camera monitor right now. We are right at the opening of the mainline sewer cleanout. This is the front of the house, front entrance walkway, street, left-hand corner of the house. And this is right next door out in front of the house. Wipe our camera lens off one more time. Okay, we're going to begin recording. We're zeroed out at our entranceway. We're going to zero out one more time, get it right on the money. Okay, we're going to begin running down our 4-inch ABS plastic sewer line cleanout. It's a one-way cleanout going toward the street, and we have a transition immediately to vitreous clay, and we've got a large offset right there holding back water. Will hold back debris. It wasn't put in properly. Pushing out toward the city sewer. It's like we have some very large cracks in the vitreous clay right here at this joint. Looks like inside as well. It's kind of hard to see once you get in too far, but up at about the 1230 area on the screen, you can see a large crack coming down from the top. That's just in 8 feet, which is not too far into the line. We're going to keep running in. We'll take a look at it and we'll mark that area if need be on the way back. It all depends what the rest of it looks like. Very, very large root intrusion right here. Large offset. That's about 70 to 80% restricted right there. See if we can get through that. We got debris right behind it. Got some small root intrusions and a large crack going from about the 5 o'clock area or so, maybe all the way around. It looks like it might be offset and separated right there as well, going all the way around. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Minor crack, nothing serious right there. Got a large crack right at the ridge of this fitting right here. Right at the face of the fitting there's a crack. Let's have another crack all the way around the face. You can see it starting like maybe about the 3 o'clock area, running around to about the 7, 8, about the 9 o'clock area, and maybe even going up higher toward the 11 o'clock area. Pretty serious crack right there in the end of that pipe. That joint appears to be in pretty fair condition. Making a turn here. And there's a big crack in that fitting going all the way around. Right here you see it. And you can see as I pull back, you can see that crack going up around about the 12 o'clock area. Pretty considerable crack. And then we got another offset right here. Really hard to see exactly what's going on right there. I believe that might be the 4 to 6 inch transition. We're going to check that area. We're going to pause for a minute and locate this area. Okay, we marked this area out about 5 feet on the north side of the walkway up to the front door of the house. We marked it with an orange flag at 4 foot 4 inches deep. We're going to continue to run the camera out now into the 6-inch vitreous clay city lateral, which is the homeowner's responsibility from the property line out to the city sewer. Got a little bit of an offset at that joint, but not terrible. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint's got a minor offset with a little bit of roots in it, but again, not terrible. Roots. See the roots?
Not.
Okay, we're going to continue running out. That joint had some roots in it, still in a maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in pretty fair condition. We're going to run by this for 1 second and take a look. Now this area right here in the 6-inch lateral is a crack. That's a crack going all the way around the piping right here. That's not a joint. You saw how the other joints looked. They're beveled, and they're also about 4 feet apart in the 6-inch vitreous clay. That's a crack right there. Might have to install a CIPP sewer liner to cover that area. See how the edges are rounded? You can see on the left-hand side, it's easier to see how the edges of the piping are rounded. And that's got a minor offset, but not terrible. That one crack is the only part we see so far, and then we got another offset right here. You can see where it's shifted all the way to the left. You see the whole face of the pipe on the right, but you don't see it on the left. So that's a considerable offset right there. A little bit of an offset here again, pretty considerable offset on that left hand side. It's shifted. You can see on the right you don't see any of it. It's kind of buried over to the right. So got another offset. It wouldn't hurt to put a liner in this no matter what to support these joints. And then we got some debris. It looks like cobwebs hanging up at the top of this joint. That joint appears to be in pretty fair condition. And then we drop into the city sewer. Right at this point. We're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to pull back now, and we've already taken a good look at the 6-inch vitreous clay. We've got a couple pretty large offsets, and then we have that one real large crack in the pipe going all the way around the piping. We need to support that somehow, and it would be best to at least put a liner in. That's right here. We need to put a liner in there. See how rounded the joint is? See how rounded the edges are of the vitreous clay, and then when you go in, it broke pretty clean, but they're flat. They're sharp and they're flat. And the 6-inch vitreous clay comes in 4 foot, 5 foot, and 6 foot lengths, not 2 foot lengths. And got that large offset joint right there. And the root intrusion. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Coming back. Now we're into the 4-inch. And as you can see in the fitting, from the 12 o'clock area all the way down around there, there's a large crack in that fitting. and there was some root intrusion in that fitting. And that's right where we put the flag, pretty close. And that joint's got a crack in it right down there at the 5 o'clock area. Got a little crack in this one as well. Got a crack in the face of this pipe, probably the 6 o'clock area going up to about the 2 o'clock area. Pipe's got a lot of staining on it, so it's kind of hard to see sometimes. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint's got a little bit of root intrusion, but it's cracked all the way around. You see where this is cracked all the way around the pipe, all the way from about the 1 o'clock area all the way around. Pretty large crack. Now we have a very large root intrusion and a major offset, and we're holding back water, and we're barely able to get through that thing. It's got about a 70 to 80% restriction in there. Then large cracks all the way around this pipe, right at the face of it. Got large cracks, and then inside about 2 inches on the right hand side from about the 4 o'clock area up toward the 12 o'clock area, you have a large crack. And we have a very large offset right at the clean out area. They didn't install the clean out properly, so you have a large offset that's holding back water and will hold back debris. And now we're pulling up and out of our mainline clean out, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.